I decided just to talk about both games on this video just to get it out the way. So with the 9 points in the second quarter, it was just bad, and like they had the lead in the first quarter, then after that they just kind of like trailing ever since with the Atlanta game with both Giannis and Jabari. They both had like 20-some point games, like Giannis with 26 and 15 rebounds and 7 assists. He was 3 away from a triple-double. And Jabari with 23 points and 8 rebounds. So it was just like the rest of the cast, like Tony Snell had 11 and Tanovich has 14 or 4 or 9 from 3-point shooting. So it was just a bad second quarter that kind of cost them this Atlanta game. Although they didn't have Dwight Howard, they still managed, to really break the Bucks down, which all their starting five were in the single digits. Like Paul Millsap with 21.8 rebounds to lead the team. It was just bad scoring overall, and just one of those things is just like, what do they need to improve when it comes to like scoring? It's like just that second quarter, just the thing that just killed them. Although they was trying to make a comeback, and they lost to the Hawks 100-107. Though it was a close game, but it's one of the things you gotta learn is just like you gotta get your shooting in order. It's just like, I don't know if like when they go to practice, do they do like shooting drills or anything like that, but they just need like bring in like a shooting coach or something. Like they really need to do something like that, bring in like a shooting coach. But like on to the Miami game that happened the next day, they lost to Miami 73-96. Although they was close, but it was like the fourth quarter, it just they just couldn't score, and it's like they mainly try to score like the inside, and they're not doing like enough ball movement. And it was a low-scoring game. It's like both Tony Snell and Giannis both led the team with 14 points. It was like they wasn't, and yes, Giannis was like in foul trouble early in the first half. Which it kind of sucks. It's just like it was just poor shooting on this one as well. It was like Michael Beasley, like only person off the bench, like that did pretty good with 13 points and 10 rebounds. And it's just like they knew how the Bucks worked their offense, and they really just clamped them because they know they're not a good shooting team. So it's just like they really kind of figured them out and how they play. So Deion Waiters led Miami with 23 points and 7 rebounds, and Ersan Whiteside 12 points and 17 rebounds and 7 blocks. So he was close to having a triple-double. So, and plus he wasn't that utilized in the first half. He was like in foul trouble as well, and I just don't realize like why the Bucks didn't, calculate on trying to get Whiteside like in foul trouble, and it seems like they wasn't doing that, but they should. And I think they would have focused on trying to get like Whiteside like in foul trouble I think they really could win this game, and it wouldn't be that much, blow off. Although he didn't score as much, but he was a defensive threat, and it was just like big defensive threat, and they was killing him on the offense like the last minute. So although they didn't have Justice Winslow on there, which is their best defense, one of their best defensive players on that team, and just wondering, like, although they 5-6 right now, I'm not like saying, oh, let's panic and stuff, right, or anything like that. But they do got Golden State, and they are a good offensive threat. But I wouldn't think they would have the same defense like they did last season. So it would be interesting, because when they played them at home in last year around December, the Bucks beat them. It'll just be interesting to see what that scenario is gonna.
He broke it in the wind.
Oh wow.
Didn't they know Liz was probably trolling for his next victim? Or maybe they did. And he lured easy money.
But I'm just saying, like, with Golden State, well, now they have more of an offensive threat. So if the Bucks defense can finally click, which it didn't click the last 2 games, but it just needs to. Thank you. Their defense just needs to click, and their offense just needs to click as well. But the last 2 games with their defense is just like, what's going on? And they really just need to, like, fix that. And also need to fix their shooting too. So they watching, they really need like a shooting coach, the Bucks do. And hopefully on Saturday they will beat the Golden State Warriors, and hopefully they get the scoring in orders and just go from there. So just good luck.